That's all I got.
How you feeling, Coach?
I mean, good performance for our team. You know, I mean, to come out on top, and had some guys really step up in some spots. You know, 57, obviously, guys stepped up, and, you know, we won a match that we weren't supposed to win. I think it's always important for duels that, you know, some maybe the swing matches that you win, and some of the matches maybe you're not supposed to win on paper, you win. And so it was a good overall performance. I think that some of our guys realized, you know, like at 25, okay, I can wrestle with this guy. This is a match that I can win. And he was really tired, and he still was able to wrestle. You know, you don't lose probably too many matches when you have about 4 minutes of riding time. You know, you think about that, but that he was able to stay in the match, because the last few matches that hasn't been the case. So to me, there's a positive there. You know, 33, you know, stepping up and huge ride. You know, getting 4 back points, that always is a huge swing. And then always getting the last score, I think that's important. Blockus is a good competitor. I don't know what else to say, man. He's a very composed, especially for a freshman. And I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. If you're composed, you're composed. If you're a great competitor, you're a great competitor. No matter if you're a freshman or senior. And he does a really good job of that. 49, got to get off the bottom. Got to stay into the guy. Got to stay into the guy trying to peel out, and got to be able to get away. 57 did a good job. 65. You know, we got manhandled in a few situations. Being on our knees is no good. You know, they were strong. They were just physically stronger in a few situations, and then you can't be on your knees when a guy's physically stronger. So we got to get better in a hand fight in some of those situations, and be able to figure out how to be able to beat that and keep yourself in the match. 74 Steyert. You know, that's some good attacks. That guy's wrestling really well right now. I mean, you can kind of see it in his eyes, and those guys wrestled as freshmen, and that match didn't go like that. So it was real good for him, and to get bonus points to kind of get the crowd. Lou, I think sometimes, you know, you can let things get to you a little bit, right? Like just the kind of energy, and you could see it a little bit, but sometimes you got to win a match 4-0, and that's okay. And man, he put a man right on him though in that third period, and that's always good to finish that way. 97, guys battling. I mean, he could have easily gave up a fall there, and so at least the guy's fighting through, and then Carter, you know, finishes off. He told me, and Andy Hamilton liked this a lot, because I said I didn't know when I'd like to close more, and he said how about Rivera, and I'm like, fair enough, man. That guy closed out a lot. He closed a lot and did it well, and, you know, we were happy for him to close that out. But good for our team, man. Just continue to build momentum. I think it's since South Dakota State duel, there's been a response. There's been a good response. Now you got to continue to build on that. You know.
How nice is it to see Keaton Gertz kind of, you know, come through tonight? I know you talked about his explosiveness.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. He had some great attacks. You know, I'll put that on me in the third period. I probably should have put him down, especially watching kind of how it went. But that guy's good on top. But seeing it, he was probably going to have a hard time, because if he didn't get broke down to his belly, he was going to have a hard time being able to turn him. But, you know, I'll put that on me. But I just didn't want to put the guy in the best position. But, man, he gritted out a win. And you could tell he was feeling it a little bit. But, man, he stayed in there and found a way. And that's a huge swing match. He said especially when they, I'm sure on paper, they're expecting to win that match. So, you know, that was huge for him. And he said just kind of got to continue to propel. I think someone said it's been 29 years or something since we beat, I don't know, something crazy like that. That's way too long. That's way too long. So it's good for our seniors to beat these guys. Now, you know, the next step is, you know, we got 4 duels in front of us, and you got the Big 12s, and you got to beat these guys at Big 12. So beating them in duels is one thing. We got to outpoint them in Big 12s.
Did you like North Center this time around? Or
I liked it much better than the Oklahoma duel, I'll tell you that. And I just think that, you know, at least if you get fourth, there was some good energy in here, you know. I mean, and I think some of it was just how guys competed, right? I mean, when guys compete hard and they're fighting and battling, and it's kind of a back and forth thing, and guys are staying in the matches, it's easy to keep people engaged. When you're getting your ass kicked, or you've got your head on the mat, or we're not fighting, then yeah, I mean that happened a little bit in that last duel that was here. I mean, it was kind of dead in here, but it wasn't like that. You know, I like it, but I love the West Gym. I mean, West Gym is an incredibly unique experience for everybody, you know, and there's so much history, but I like it, but man, you're gonna have to work really hard to get me to want to not be in the West Gym every time. But you know, I'm sure hopefully we hooked a few new wrestling fans though, you know, because we got 4,000, we can only get about 2,000 over there. So hopefully, you know, they came out and they enjoyed it and they're like, you know what, I haven't been to a wrestling meet, I can't wait to come to another one, you know. So building a following that way. But proud of my team because it's a good win. It's a good win for us and something to build on. And I think the guys feel a little bit of momentum, and you see them smiling a little bit, and I'll remind them that happy for you, but let's go get back to work. Let's go get back to work, and our best wrestling's still in front of us.
What led you to bring it over here?
Well, I mean, I want to show that we can get a big crowd. I mean, that's part of it. It's hard to, when our capacity's 2,200. It's hard for us to even be in the top 10 anymore in attendance because, some of the other schools they can have 6,000 or they can have 8,000 or they can have 14,000 or 15,000. So we can't have anything to kind of counteract that. So that's part of it. I mean, I want us to, have one of the, at least top 10 in attendance, or at least if we're sold out every time, then we can go by capacity and I'll just say we're 100% capacity every time. But I think it was time to do another one over here and try it, and there was some good things, but man, the West Gym is home though, and it always will be.